it play and call it work.
MiniWarGamer Dave here from MiniWarGaming.com. Wargamers, this is a sponsored video for TNT Laser Works. Kind of doing this video candid style because I want to show you guys something cool. My Warlord Titan, let's take him. For example, if we're playing Apocalypse, he's got 36 wounds. Oh, would you look at that? What is this? Well, this is a wound counter, and it actually goes on both sides. So we can increase it up to 70 because that's how many wounds he has in a regular game of 40k, not in Apocalypse. So this goes 1 through, let's see what it is, 1 through 9 on this one. Now, more than this, I actually have a whole bucket of these down here. You can get individual ones that you can put on anything. 16 wounds, you got a Land Raider there, you can put this on a Land Raider. Put it on a Defiler. Put it on anything Khorne, because all of these icons here can be custom. You can get what he's already made on his website, or you can get him to make stuff that you want him to make, kind of like these ones right here. Here's the Market Dave ones that he's made up for me. Thank you very much, Ted. His name is Ted, by the way. And these here, this one I use for command points because it's rare that I go over 12, but when I do, I just use another one of these that actually goes a little higher. This one here goes to 20. This is the regular Chaos one that I use. And let's see, what did I have made up here? So I have Market Day ones, there's MiniWarGaming ones, I have regular Chaos ones, I have Khorne ones, and I've asked Ted to make Tzeentch, Nurgle, Slaanesh, Space Wolves, Blood Angels so far. And I'm going to get him to make more because these are just super cool. They're really neat to have. I like using these better than dice because with dice, so many times I accidentally pick them up again and roll them, and then when they represent wounds on models, I'm relying on memory. Whereas if you put this on there, nothing else is like this. You can put it right on top of the Rhino, or right on top of the Land Raider, or below it, or right beside it, whatever the case may be, but it's really close and it's awesome. And you can customize it to whatever you like. For the bigger ones, I use these for victory points or command points because on the tabletop, I like to have smaller ones, which is why these ones are so great because it goes all the way up to 99. So having something with 99 wounds is going to be, I mean, this is the Warlord Titan, and he's got 70 wounds in a game of 40k, so I don't think there's anything more than that. So, but you could also use it for other things if you're calculating victory points, if you're calculating command points, whatever it might be. So go to TNTLaserworks.com, links in the video description below for that, to get your own sets of these wound dials. He actually makes more than this. I'm just showcasing the wound dials. Or if you want to have your own custom-made ones, you can certainly do that as well. Just contact him there on the website and give him your graphics, and he will do it. Something else that I will add here, and this is pretty cool because this differentiates this dial with other dials that I've seen. This one actually snaps into place. So when you choose a number, see how it kind of wiggles in place there? Look at this, boom, boom, boom. So what it does is it's actually designed specifically so that it falls into place and it doesn't fall out of place. It's not going to, like, if you bump it a little bit, it'll fall because it falls into a little divot there and it stays on the number that you want it to, which is kind of cool because then it's not like, oh wait, how many wounds did I have? You know, that doesn't happen with these things. The other thing too is I'm looking at this. It's actually etched. Whatever you get, whatever symbol you get is etched right in to the plastic. So it's not a sticker that goes over top that can peel off or kind of just like wear away. This is actually etched into the plastic, so it's going to last as long as this lasts. Unless you destroy it by throwing it against the wall because you're so angry because your guy dies. But don't do that because these are really pretty. And just to give you guys a visual representation of what you can do with your dials, you can put them on every single thing that needs a dial. Basically, anything that has a lot of wounds, that's more than, you know, they can actually survive a turn of being shot at. So we have 8 here for the Hellbrute, 14 for this Defiler, 16 Land Raider, 10 for this Rhino. We got 24 wounds for this Knight, 12 for the Forge Fiend, and 8 for Abaddon, the Despoiler. All part of the same army. You can see it's all chaos. It's all themed, so you know which ones are yours and which ones being represented by the dials being used. And this has 16. It goes up to 16, and these also go up to 16. So if you had 2 Land Raiders, you can put them, you can use them for each one. So that's the nice thing about that. You have that flexibility. 1 through 16 on the small ones. That's 99, and then those are also 1 through 16. I use these in my games. I wouldn't make a video about this had I not liked the product. And that's the thing about it, because everything that you see here is, I truly feel like this is a good thing that can be used in games. It's very practical. And it actually, it's the number one reason for me is because I don't like to mix up my dice. Because before I'd use dice, and I'd always forget. Every single time without fail, I would forget. So I would roll dice. Oh, okay, he's got wounds. All right, I'm going to put the wound next to him. And then I would collect my dice and roll again. And I would always inadvertently collect those dice and roll them again. And then I'd forget the amount of wounds that they had. It would just happen. Even if I even tried putting it on top. And inevitably, I would end up picking it up. I don't know. It's just like this weird force that I couldn't control, but it would still happen. But this mitigates that. It makes it so it doesn't. It actually eliminates it. It doesn't happen because I can't pick this up and roll it because it's a dial. And that's the sweet thing about it. Take a look at this set here that I got. I got this corn set. It's enough for a decent sized army. You're not going to use these for every single model in your army, of course, but for the ones that you do, you have a number of tanks, a number of vehicles, some characters. It's certainly a good amount that you can use them for. And the thing that I like, again, is that they're all themed. So it's unmistakable where they're coming from. Heck, you can even actually, if you have allies, you have a Corn Force, you have a World Eater's Force, you're allying in some Imperial or Chaos Knights, or it could be Black Legion, then you can put the appropriate dial on whatever is actually being allied so you can tell the difference, especially if there's units that look similar, if you're or characters that look similar, whatever it might be, vehicles that look similar. It's a good use of that. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in to this sponsored video for TNT Laser Works. Click on the link in the video description below to visit the site, get your own dials, get them custom made, whatever you want, and happy wargaming.